his tongue in a hole. Fire for that. Stop right there. Why you stirring the sound with your pinky? You moving fish it. Lava splash. Stop right there. Whatever you love, peel man banana. Lava splash. You're getting too comfortable with them shape there. Freeze. I know you want really should be in your mouth. You dirty bungle, you. Take it out. You can't run, but you can't hide. Shit.
Dad, I just have one question for you. Why are you gay?
I am not gay. I am a straight man.
Are you Mr. or...
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Why is it that...
Dad, I just have one question for you. Why are you gay?
I am not gay. I am a straight man.
Are you Mr. or...
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Why is it that...
Suck your mom, yeah, I said it, suck your mom.
Suck your mother and
Level the spirit. The spirit is level. Angels are guiding me. I do not follow no devil. Ready my gang on the level. I do not bang heavy metal. I'm guiding a new generation. My sound is a rebel.
Well, it's tribal sound, and in the air with a tribal sound, terminal, tribal sound. Well, it's tribal sound, and in the air with a tribal sound, terminal, tribal sound, Big Bass Spidey, the tribal. Well, it's tribal. Jeez! You see me, I ain't watching you, watching her. Well, it's Africa, got to take them to Africa. Well, it's Africa. Got to take them on a trip, on a journey. Whoa. Well, it's Africa. Don't mix it. Got to take them to Africa. Don't mix it. Hey, Spidey. Don't mix it. Hold on. I'm like. And again. Hold on. Hey, stepper, that's that one way. That's it way. Can you hear that roar? Stand clear of the door. Luggage overhead, everybody on board. Take off time on Terminal 4. And can you hear that roar? Stand clear of the door. Luggage overhead, everybody on board. Take off time on Terminal 4.
Oh my God. Look. If it's me, your mother, you get started, catch like saga. Keep fighting, that's what I'm bad at. My thing's working perfect. Come through with the beat up on ya. You find the hundreds like 90 under. With the mic and the right, the rhythm, cause I spit the fire just like houses. I'm a lyrical invader. Climbing to the top just like Vader. You give me nobody can save ya. On the mic when I way too major. Chopping them teeth like Blanca. I got money in the bank, I'm a banker. You got money in the bank, you're a wanker. Look, you with the hooks like bullrope. Get the rate to jumping like a bullfrog. I was doing for more than a while. Getting the culture like Gyro. With the shit like Tyson. Go for you, get in the traffic. Now you don't wanna get into no big man fees. I'm here. If you wanna look over, I'm that nice guy. I'm like the nice guy.
Weed in my lung, jump on the track like I'm nobody's son. Make a MC call out my name for the promo. I ain't got to talk, I've already won, say nothing. I will just rise up something. Man, I run a Gaza, but will get gully. Pop it off, you will get peppered and curried. When man say beef, I'm ready to cook something, that's right. Pass me my knife and fork. EMCs like I ain't been fed. Copper and lead from the Eagle and Hawk. I don't know what man thought, but it's cool, cause if man never knew that it's crunch time now. 4 or 5, you made up like lunchtime now. Here's the essence, if man want test it, I'll slap one ton of man upside down. So much corn in your head like ow. Tear off piece of your face like wow. Where I'm from, we don't chat to police. Them man are probably chatting to the feds right now. Power bank for an informer. Come to your ends and corner pick corner. I'm about 6'1", but you see my machine makes me look a little bit taller. Weed in my lung. Jump on the track like I'm nobody's son.
Oh my God. I am a money maker, hands to the edge, I'm a money maker. Move one time, you're a money maker. If you're on this train, money maker. Hands to the air, money maker. Move one time, money maker. On this drink, money maker. You see us terminal. You see me, you see me. I ain't watching you, I ain't watching her, I ain't watching him. I got to dance and bubble and sing. Terminal 4 with a terminal 3. Terminal 4 with a power goes. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Don't let my house, somebody out of the house. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Blood clot over there. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Hold on, hold on. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play sleep hop, hold on. Play wiggy, hold on. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Can I please have an attention? I said, this is the captain's weekend, and I'm in the terminal 4. Can I please have an attention? Early, early, early. Oi, oi, oi. Oh my God. But the what? Look. If it's me, your mother, you get a start, you can try saga. Keep fighting, that's what I'm bad at. My thing's working perfect. Come through with the beat up on top. Keep on the hundreds like 90 under. With the mic, can never write the rhythm, cause I spit the fire just like houses. I'm a lyrical invader. Climbing to the top just like Vader. You give me nobody can save ya. On the mic, man, I way too major. Chopping them teeth like Blanca. I got money in the bank, I'm a banker. You got money in the bank, you're a wanker. Look, you were the hooks like bull rope, get the rate to jumping like a bullfrog. I was doing her more than a while, you ain't a soldier like Gyro. With the big like cycle, go for you, get in the cycle. Now you don't wanna get into no big man, please. I'm here, if you wanna look over, I'm that nice guy. I'm like the nice guy.
One from your jaw.
Jungle shape,
Move your one from your jaw.
Bigfoot,
Move your one from your jaw.
shape bad,
Move your one from your jaw.
Miss Grippy,
Move your one from your jaw.
Tight Wall,
Move your one from your jaw.
Pony Woo,
Move your one from your jaw.
Pony Yang,
Move your one from your jaw.
Nani Woo,
Move your one from your jaw.
Ming Yang,
Move your one from your jaw.
wine again.
Wind up your body, come me by you. Try pussy, y'all, cocky call you. Baby,
It's how we why you know.
wind up your time, pussy, come me by you. I'm chilling the night banana.
handle it. Hate on my people, I can't stand for it. Everybody got a phone so they capture it. I cried to my eyes red like cranberry. You see this statue, we dismantled it. Now they're trying to say we're on some gangster shit. You see this thick hair, can't untangle it. You know this chocolate sweet like Cadbury. Let me tell you what happened in silence. When I was in Blackpool, they called me a black hole. Let me tell you what happened in silence. Worked at Selfridges, black girls were no good. And my colleagues said to me, black girls, they give all the white girls bad looks. Does my face intimidate you? I'm in a good mood where I acting shook. Let me tell you what happened in silence. When I was in the office and I thought I was too hood. Let me tell you what happened in silence. I was in Plymouth police, that's if I sold drugs. Let me tell you what happened in silence. I was in Southport and I got a big uppercut. Let me tell you what happened in silence. I was only 10 years old and I couldn't stand up. I was only 10 years old and I couldn't stand up. She called me a little nigga, now my top lips cut. If doing nothing was a crime, then a black girl was. If doing nothing was a crime, then a black girl. Now we can't.
Yo, walk on, come on, yaga. They in the Benz like Spragger. One bag of weed, a mama clock grabber. One bag of gal like Shabba. Lord, one bag of gal like get dagger. Lick the gal them with the hammer. Lad, bet the gal bar for the mama. Lad, make a rascal baller, Jaja. Come on, what you telling me? Yeah, man, it's G-Block up in this bitch. Yeah, up in this bitch. Remember, yeah? New rules. You know, we're full of haters right there. I don't know, walk on for the haters them, yeah? It's time to number the people that rate the set right there, yeah? So, if you want your name read out on the register, you want to shout out, yeah? You need to put the number of your like next to your name, and that's for your shout out, yeah? So, if you haven't put a number of like next to your name, don't expect a shout out, right? You hear me? You hear it, yeah? So that's starting from now. If you haven't put a number of the like next to your name, don't expect a shout out next to that name, yeah? Because, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to make the channel grow around there, so you see it? Yeah? Yeah, we not going down. And them off and them a puff and them a frown. And them a take G-Block them for crown. So what goes around comes all the way around. Too much man a look fool. You hear me? They better watch what them say I do. You mean? Yeah, sir. Yeah, make the like button outweigh the haters, innit? Yeah, man. Alright. Let me get to the correct page, so we can have a little look ski. So remember, yeah, don't expect a shout out if your name hasn't got a number next to it, with a like number next to it. Yeah? Slap the like button and tell us what number you slapped in it. Yeah, mean? Yeah, man. You mean? You mean? Alright. Let me scroll back to the top. Lord have mercy. We're back to long registers, yeah? Lord have mercy. Alright. So number one in the building, you mean? Simon Harrison, there you are. Light number 2, Archie Yorkshire Princess, Maichi, you mean? Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, big up India, light number 5, there you are. Come on, old Thai Liggy, light number 6, there you are. Come on. Old Thai Randy, light number 15, there you are. You scroll through, man. Old Tight Debla. Is that light number 15 too? You got confused with Randy still. My old type flip flop, light number 15 too. God damn, you lot stuck on light number 15. Smiler, light number 4, they are. Happily ignorant, light number 39. Barry Coogan, number 6, Dizzying. They are. Rude Boy International, light number 8. Yeah, Gurdeep Give Tags, number 1. No. But you can't be number 1, cause man, Simon Harrison was number 1. No. You hear me? How you mean? Yeah, man. Old tight Fox, light number 22. Yeah. Yeah, stop lying, man. Skyworks, light number 7. India. Oh, Randy was light number 13. All right, my bad. Nico, light number 15. Yo, how many so much people get 15, man? Mad. But big up though, man. Old tight Justice, light number 24, you know. Man, like just ice. That's it, cuz. Listen, that's the new law around here, so you hear me? Cause I tell you what, yeah, listen. This started off as our platform, right? All of us, and anyone and everyone can jump on. I'm letting all of us do our so and so. But yo, that's gone now, innit? Them days are dead. Because when we try to let the people them do their thing and rah, everyone have a say and so and so. Yeah. Man them a ball, man them a scream, girl them a holler. You hear me, cuz? How you mean? One bag of bad mind. Some people were saying some wild stuff, yeah? What they're not saying on their own channels. Bad things, you hear me, cuz? So, yo. I'm not too sure about this R panel no more, cuz. Yeah? You hear me? So, shout out Base Loot 27, they are. Come on. We got the Likers gang, Banana Split, like number 25. Come on, that's what we're talking about. What's a bacon? Jeez. Whew. Boy, a bacon's someone that you don't want to be. Yeah, like number 30. Shout out Vlad the Impaler. Man, not a bailer. How you mean? Yeah, man. So it's a peak one today, you know. Yeah, but before we get into the extra peak stuff, yeah, let's start off light-hearted. Yeah? Mad. Let it play.
To come and have a conversation with you. Obviously, you know we've just had Halloween. Well, my son came to your house, and he was giving me very expensive chocolates, Ferrero Rochers, and I would like to say I'm a bit annoyed about them.
Beg your pardon?
He's 8. He came round here, he was very excited to receive these, and I don't let him have all the chocolate, because that's very unhealthy. But I've just gone and opened these up to test them, and, well, it's a Brussels sprout.
Hey, yo. Hey, don't lie about you opening them up to test them. Don't lie. How you? Yeah, good, you read you. You know, this is your life hard. How you mean? Yeah, good, man. You look at nutty, right, Shabbat. Sending your youths around the whole state to collect off everyone's sweets. Mad. And you know, I get the youth the vegetable. Hey, you mean? Sprouting for yum. Hey, it could happen to a better person as well, you know. Imagine that, yeah. Someone that would actually knock on your door and complain about the Brussels sprouts that they got for free from your yard and talking about, oh, there weren't no chocolate in there. You alright? Yo. Let it play.
That's not a joke. I've not just one. I've opened up another.
Yeah, look, they're all Brussels sprouts.
What? Do you think this is funny?
Oh, yeah, it's hilarious, love. Halloween is trick or treat. He can either get a treat or he got tricked.
He is 8 years old.
Yeah.
No, No, I don't see how this is funny. I am pissed off because my son is crying. He was very happy about these. These are his favourite chocolate, and you have just gone to go and sweet that for him.
Well, you.
Hey, yeah. You know what's funny? Yeah? She went, he's 8 years old. He started banging up. You know them ones, yo. The man then forgot about the trick side of trick-or-treating, cuz. Yeah? How you mean? Not all that glitters is gold. And stop letting your youths collect sweets from strangers. How you mean? You're lucky it was a Bumper Clark Brussels sprout. And not something mad. You hear me? How about you want the youth them to... Yeah. And you know what's the cheeky part about it? Is that you actually went to complain about there not being chocolates in the box of Ferrero Rochers. And there being Brussels sprouts. The cheek of it. Imagine that, cuz. Yo, you know what my idea for next year is, isn't it? 1 bag of Brussels sprouts, cuz. All kids welcome. Oh my days. Lord. Alright, God.
Son needs to eat some Brussels sprouts, love, don't he?
This is not funny.
It's hilarious.
How is this hilarious? He was expecting Ferrero Rochers, not this.
Well, yeah, well, it's better for him. It's better for him, you know.
They really are, all these.
Yeah, they're all Brussels sprouts. I should be giving a thank you, you know, because your son, yeah, your little pokey son, yeah, he's been going all around the houses, yeah, asking for sweets, yeah, and I gave him vegetables.
Yes, but you are a neighbour. You're supposed to be kind.
It's a joke, love. It's a joke. But if anything, I should be giving a thank you because I'm the only person who's giving him something healthy. And even you, like you just said, yeah, you don't let him eat all the sweets.
Well, no, because it's unhealthy to let him eat all the sweets.
Exactly. So I'm giving him Brussels sprouts, which is healthy.
Brussels sprouts, but oh, you know he could be allergic to that.
Well, he could be allergic to chocolate.
Hey, yo, listen, yeah. What would the most likely people be allergic to? Bumper Clark Brussels sprouts or the hazelnuts in the Ferrero Bumper Clark Rocher? Oh, mate. Alright, yeah, man. We got too many videos to get through, yeah, so we're going to cut that one short there. Yeah, I still got another funny one in there. Where am there? Alright, English lesson. Yeah? For all the foreigners out there. For all the foreigners out there, yeah? We need to teach you how to assimilate. So we're giving out free English lessons. Yeah. This works in, I don't know, southeast only though, yeah? It don't work. I don't know if it works up north, yeah, but this is like English lessons for the south of the UK, yeah, the southeast of England. All right, play.
You're doing some English language today, okay? Stick around at the end because I've got a bit of homework for you. All right. How did you, yeah, Alja, yeah? Just bumped into one of your friends. Oh, how'd you get on at the clinic? Yeah? Alja. Got it?
Got it? You got it? How do you is Alja? Yeah? It's right, alive. How'd you do that? Like he said, how'd you get on at the clinic? Yeah, man. Alright. Next lesson. You got that, yeah? The foreigners at the back. You got that? Alja. Alright, then. You play.
Did you ask him? Yeah? Just him. Yeah? Just been out with your pal.
You see that? You see that one there? It's a little bit tricky, right? You know what I mean? I know we got a lot of foreigners around there. Find it tricky to understand what he's saying, yeah? He said, did you ask him? Did you ask him? You got it, yeah? Write it down, take notes. Let it play.
Mrs. goes, oh yeah, how is he? Ask him how he is. Yeah, ask him. Got it? I need to. Yeah? Anita. Yeah, just had your morning coffee. Ooh, I need to go for a dump. Yeah? Anita. Got it? Right, your homework to give me the real English for this word. You ready? Cutler. Yeah? Cutler. Got it? Write them down, remember them. See you later. Right, guys, we're going to be...
Yo, yeah, man. So English lessons done, yeah? Yeah? All you flipping foreigners, make sure you do your homework and get that cutler. Alright, I tell you what, yeah? Extra foreigner points. What's cutler? Huh? For extra foreigner points, tell us what cutler is. Yeah, there you go. Cutler. You got a couple of quid? Yeah, you got a couple of slices of bread? Come on. Come on. Well done, man. Well done to the foreigners, man. Yeah, give yourself a foreigner's clap. You know? Foreigners round of applause. Well done, well done. Make it clap. Make it clap. You hear me? I mean. Yeah, you will learn proper English. Alright, let me see what else I got, man. In the build up to paganism. Sorry. We got around the corner. We just made it around the corner. Alright. Now we're getting into the serious... Yo, we're getting into serious territory right now, you know. How you mean? These are some serious dames. Mad. Who said racism's dead? Yeah, man, I'm trying to kill it still, man, but, you know... In times of poverty, racism rises its ugly head again. You know? Yeah, man, let it play.
Yeah, she's happy. That's it. If anything.
And then the ball.
Yeah, she's happy. That's it. If anything.
And then the ball.
You know what's mad, yeah? Hey, you see that clip there, yeah? He giggled in it like he just thought, oh, she tried to shit, yeah? Then he was like, raw, did you just say? You really said that? Raw. Your guy mad. Oh my diddy. That's it, man. Yeah. That's mad. He's like, you know, raw. You mad. Oh my days. Lord have his mercy. Man, we're getting closer, man. Yeah? We're getting closer, mate. Yeah, so... Let me see. I'm gonna have to be very selective now. Okay, I've uploaded one twice. Remove. Alright, actually, let's do some good news. Yeah, we've had bad news, funny news. Now let's do some good news. Yeah. You know, a lot of times the people them talk down on the Caribbean community, right? You know, the OG Caribbean community that's been there from day dot. You know, the people them speak badly about them, cuz, man, you know? So, we have to make sure when we get our little victories, we can celebrate them, you know? So, let it play. Lil Shama said.
Who was made homeless twice as a child.
Yeah. Hold on, 1 sec here. Let me run it again. Un momento, por favor. Party. All right, dude. Yeah.
Made homeless twice as a child, but worked his way up to becoming a multi-millionaire, has topped an influential.
Wait, you heard that, yeah? A man that was made homeless twice as a child and made his way up to be a multi-millionaire. So, you know, depending on the dream that you're trying to follow, cuz if you don't, and you follow, you know what I'm saying? You keep, yo, you can get it if you really want, but you must try and try. And you succeed at last. You hear me? You know what it is, yeah? I like, man come from them days, cuz. How you mean? Yeah, talk to me, cuz. How you mean? Yeah, this one's from the BBC, yeah? So, you know, we got a pause play, and, you know, we probably can't even play the whole video still, man, so, let it play.
Influential list of Black Britons. Dean Forbes grew up on an estate in Lewisham. At one stage in his life, he was £88,000 in debt. Today, he is the boss of a software company. He has set up an organisation to help those living in disadvantaged communities, and he has now topped the Black Power list. And I'm delighted to say he joined.
The what list? How you mean? Hey, yo, I didn't know there was a Black Power list. Oh my days. Yo, hey, listen. Hey, don't tell cognitive dissonance there's a Black Power list, innit? Yeah, he's gonna go mad. Yeah, don't tell Mr. P that there's a Black Power list, fam. They're gonna go mad. Oh my days, man said the Black Power list, you know. Oh man, let it play.
Joins me now. Thank you so much for being with us. Tell us about life in Lewisham. What was that like for you?
Well, I always look back fondly on my time growing up in South East London, in Lewisham, as you just mentioned. And whilst it wasn't a particularly privileged.
Yo, hey, big up everyone from South East London. You know what time it is, cuz. Yeah? Trust me, cuz. Yeah? Yeah, man, we can't stop. Won't stop. You hear me? Oh, my days. Yeah, man, shower hour. I mean, let it play.
Time in my life, it wasn't a time where we were particularly affluent. I have to say it was one of the most enjoyable periods of my life. Great sense of community, lots of great people, all walks of life. And I just remember it incredibly fondly.
Tough to hear that you were made homeless twice. How has that shaped you?
Well, I grew up in a household with a mother who was very...
Hey, Sosi, you know what it is? Yeah, my man's married still. But like I say, for you, more times, yeah, for you to sort of pursue your dreams, yeah, you do sort of have to have like, you know, like stable background. You know, like, you hear me? How you mean? Oh my days. Oh my days. Mad. Yeah, man, but you know, you gotta have that. Yeah, man, you gotta have that. We're not going down. And them are up and them are up and them are frown. And them are take I tell you them for clown. And what goes around comes all the way around. Yeah, because she asked me, fam. Yeah, man, that's why I just inspire my youth, yeah. To just think of, you get me, cuz? Yeah, think of excelling past where you can, you know, don't put no limits. Trust me, no limits, no barriers, no hold back. Yeah, all those things that will, and things to hold you back, yeah. You have to bust through them, fam. Yeah, we do that. Yo, listen, you hear me complaining about shit, yeah? But you see me put in work at the same time, innit? So, like, I don't want to hear no one trying to say, man, yo, you doing shy, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'll go work 6 days a week most days. You get me? I work probably longer hours than most of the people who complain to me about what I'm complaining about. So I don't want to hear none of them telling me about, you know what I'm saying, cuz? Yeah, fam. Yeah, you see my youths. You see their next levels, and then their youths, and the youths after them. Yeah, gone clear. So I don't want to hear nothing, cuz, man. Yeah, we're ready to put in the work to get them to the next level, fam. So gone. Yeah, big up Dean Forbes, though. How you mean? Yeah, he's killing it still. Let it play.
Very resilient, and she instilled that resilience on us. So whilst it's quite a thing for a young person to go through, the loss of your home takes away all kinds of safety that young people rely on. We kind of looked at it as just another thing that we had to deal with, another thing that we had to get through. So certainly not fun, but it's certainly not the defining period of my life.
You talk about your mother as such an important influence on your life, and she's gone through her own struggles. Tell us a bit more about her.
Well, my mum suffers from muscular dystrophy. She had every disadvantage that a single parent could possibly have. But what she taught me and my two younger brothers is that you're never really a victim, of your circumstance. She never talked about what she was going through as though she was burdened by anything, and she was always kind of, facing forward. So she really put that forward-facing, perpetual forward movement, mentality.
Facts, recognize the barriers, bro. You can stay there, bro, but run through them, innit? You mean? Fuck all that, cuz. Yeah, man, we're not waiting for man to open the door, cuz if you bust the door or creak, man's running through the cracks. You get me? Yeah. Like we just bust the door in a rave and all that. Everyone's running in, cuz. Yeah, so yeah, big 'em up, man.
Into us, and it wasn't until much later in life that I actually realised how much of a difficult circumstance she managed to raise us in. So it put a lot of resilience in us. We don't dwell on the past or even the present for very long.
It's true though, cuz, until you start to do your own shit yourself, yeah, you don't realise a lot of the stuff that your parents sacrificed to make, even if you didn't have everything you wanted, you know what I'm saying, that to make you have a decent life or whatever, So big up the real parents that go without to provide for their youths. Trust me, big them up.
Always looking forward.
And to see where you are today, she must be so proud of you.
Well, I think a lot of these things that we mentioned, where I grew up and what the situation was like growing up with my mum, is just an interesting bookend, to the story. If we fast forward to today and being in this incredible position, running one of the UK's largest privately held software companies, involved with Corton Capital as an investor, and now leading the charge at Forbes Family Group. I think it's a very, very different situation to that we.
Imagine that your company got so big, yeah, you call it your surname family group. You know what it is? Yeah? Imagine, I don't know. Some people got the hater gene in it, yeah. Well, they hear something and hate on that. Like, if I hear someone doing well or whatever, like I automatically feel proud of them, like I know them, or like it's me myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because I'm gassed like it's my fucking company and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Yeah, man. Let it play.
Started so I'm incredibly proud, and she's certainly incredibly proud of what this journey has turned out to be.
You're keen to help others. Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, I'm the product of an amazing amount of help. Right? I was helped often by lots of different people over many years. So it's kind of taught me that anybody can achieve great things no matter where they start out, as long as they get that help. And that's what we've been trying to do at Forbes Family Group. Intervene at the right moments, provide the right kind of help that people like me from similar backgrounds to mine, desperately need. And with that help, I guess I'm proof that lots of great things can be accomplished.
So what is it like to top the Black Power list?
It's amazing. I've been an admirer of the Black Power list for a long time. I've always gone to those events because I find them so inspiring. And you find people.
Jeez, you know what's mad here? Think about this, yeah? All right, listen. The Black Power list, yeah, is a positive thing about celebrating people that's doing well from the black community. Do you think the White Power list is going to be the same thing? Yeah, probably not still. I'm just joking still, man. Take time, man, before you start barling. I know every man love barling and that still, man. But yeah, big up Dean Forbes, yeah, Lewisham. Yeah, I'm the next borough along, innit? Yeah, Greenwich Borough still, man. But big him up, I got family in Lewisham still, But, you know what I'm saying? Mad. So listen, we're getting into techie waters right now. Yeah, we're getting into agony season. All right, we're 3 down here. 3 more to go before the agony will run. Let it play.
And you'd see somebody at the door who says, I can't speak to you, I will get my husband. I don't think that's as equally valid as our culture.
I'm not going to lie to you. If Kemi Badenoch knocked on my door, I'd say I was going to go and get my husband and I wasn't allowed to talk to her. I haven't even got a husband. And number one, how does she know that they are immigrants? I met a lovely bloke at a lunch and I sat next to him because he couldn't sit next to my wife because of his religious beliefs. Looking back, I don't know that I could do that again. It didn't really clock at the time. I didn't actually find out until afterwards that Mrs. O'Brien had been moved. And it was quite a highfalutin event. But the notion that you can't sit next to a woman because of your religious beliefs is something that I don't know.
All right, let me pause it there. Yeah? Before you find out, yeah? All right, so what religious person do you think James O'Brien is describing where he says it's against his religious belief to make the guy sit next to his wife? Yo, whose religion tells them that you can't sit next to no girl them? Huh? They said, no girl, no weed. How you mean? That's not my religion, fam. Huh? No girl, no weed. I said, Mormon. Hey, big up flip-flop. Hey, flip-flop. Hey, take time, Yo. That's sick, cuz. Yeah, man. You might need to come over to the Church of Jaja. Yeah? Jaja, bud. You get me? How you mean? Bad. Oh, snap. The same people that are still looking for the hour off of the moon? Yeah? Yeah. He's going to tell you in a sec. I'll tell you how I paused it there, innit, yeah? Because, right, before he says it, yeah, no one would think it was that one, innit, yeah? A couple of people have said it still, yeah? Yeah. The slick ones that's already seen the video said it still. But any of the other ones that hasn't seen it yet, hasn't guessed it yet. You know what I mean? Yeah? Alright. Let it play.
Oh, you could kind of respect up until the point that the woman is being disrespected. So is that what she means? It was a rabbi, by the way. Is that what she means? I genuinely don't know. And I'm not sure she does either. Because what I...
Oh, there you go. James's favourite religion, you know what I mean? Hey. Yeah, man, so shout out my Jewish friends here. Don't take it out on me, fam, yeah? I'm not James O'Brien. I'm just a messenger. You hear me? I'm just a messenger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just sounds me I bring mad. Yeah, man. So, yeah. And congratulations to Kemi Badenoch, but I'm definitely not on your team, fam. Because a lot of the policies you're battling for, I definitely don't agree with. Yeah. What do you mean? I definitely don't think the country should move further to the right. How are you mad? Further to the right? Further to the right? Brother, we literally just had some racial riots the other day. How much further right do you want to move to? No thanks. Yeah, you hear me? No thanks. Women shouldn't have maternity pay. Well, that is definitely not going to help with the birth replacement rate that is below the levels of replacement at the moment, right? So if we have people having less children, yeah, if British people are having less children because they can't get maternity pay because they have to take too long off to look after children and it's unaffordable, you know, right now, yeah, you need 2 wages, 2 incomes, or 2 people working, or multiple streams of income to be on. You right, bro, if you're just got one normal wage, yeah, then you're struggling right now. You can't have a 1 wage again. Them days are gone, cuz, unless your wage is mad. You hear me? Not like average job. I mean like average job, innit? Yeah, where you don't need like mad super degree 1-1 to, you get me, cuz? So I don't know about this moving further to the right thing, yeah. That's not me. You hear me, cuz? Yeah, cuz I'm not on the further. You hear me? Yeah, man, but me past the dutchie on the left hand side. You hear me? It I got bun. Yeah, man. So no more moving further to the right for me, please. But let it play.
I think both of these characters are doing when they talk about either English identity or a sort of hierarchy of cultures. I think they're just saying there's too many brown people here, aren't they?
Oi! I agree with you, James O'Brien. It's like, yo, a lot of the arguments comes down to sort of these men are taking over. There's too many of these lots here, and blah blah blah, ra ta 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 ta. Man, they don't realize that like over 80% of the land ain't even constructed on. Yeah. Each party just keeps donating basically special measures to their big business friends for them to just siphon off of the economy without replacing any of the public services on all the sort of stuff that we need. Yeah, I think about it like this year. Imagine if they didn't have housing like on a proper market, like, you know, like, see like the way that British housing costs like probably higher than most of the other countries in the world, like that, you know. Say it was like one of those basic commodities that everyone's just supposed to have, like you're supposed to have housing. Now they would have built up enough houses for everyone to live in and all that, right? Whether it's flats and all that sort of stuff there. But, you know, let it play.
I mean, is there ever any more to it? Does it run any deeper than a dog whistle? I'm pretty sure Kemi Badenoch is not talking about Orthodox Jews, for example. I'm pretty sure she's talking about Muslims. What do you...
Yeah, you know what it was, yeah? I don't even think James O'Brien was trying to take a shot at the Jewish community there, yeah? He was just pointing out the difference between certain rhetorics, right? Like, so she would knock on someone's door in campaigning, and they'll say, "Oh, I need to go and get my husband," yeah. But it sounds like she's stereotypically talking about air quotes brown person or something, yeah. Because you know, a white, you might knock on a white lady's door and she'll be talking about, "Oh, I'll go and get my husband. I don't really do politics or whatever." Like, so like I'm saying, I actually don't think that he was taking shots at the Jewish community. I think he was pointing out that people can make stereotypical arguments against one side, while the side that they say, if you made the argument, so if someone made the argument about Jewish community, I think Kemi Badenoch would say, oh, that's prejudice, so you can't say that about so-and-so, so-and-so. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it was just the hypocrisy side that he was trying to show off there still. But all right, let's done with that, yeah? We can't even run whole videos no more, you know, because we got so much shits to run through, yeah, that it's getting mad still, right? We got 3 more left, yeah? All right. Yo, all right, listen to this young lady spitting bars. Well, I agree with what she's saying, yeah, but I can't speak in this way, innit? Like, so that's why I let some of these other people explain it for us, right? Let it play.
Arrest one smuggler, but as long as there is a refugee with no solution and a closed border, then there will be another smuggler who comes along to fulfill that service. And we all know that. Nobody seems to benefit from this situation. Nobody seems to benefit, certainly not refugees who have no safe way to come to the UK and are dying and drowning in the Channel or risking their lives and having horrendous journeys to undertake at the hands of smugglers. And certainly the UK public don't benefit from this situation either, do we? We're very unhappy with seeing this chaos on our shores. So we have to ask ourselves, why has this continued for so long? Because this is the same policy that's been in place for decades, isn't it? Yep. Because somebody does benefit. And that is what we need to remember. This news today is a perfect illustration of it. Another £150 million to who? To the private surveillance firms that are selling us drones, fences, infrared cameras. They've been doing this for decades, and they are making an absolute killing. It was reported in the papers today that Graham King...
Yeah, sorry, that's exactly the point man was really trying to make, right? So they could actually solve a lot of the issues, but instead of solving the issue, they'll fund these other sticky plaster companies to do this sort of stuff there, like infrared surveillance and blah blah blah. Why don't you just sort out the asylum routes so people can have safe routes to travel? People can apply for asylum before they make their way and have to pay one of these illegal boat people to make their way across. They can get a decision before they even travel or whatever. And then there can be some sort of safe route what they travel to and back from. Like, what would actually be wrong with that? Why can't they just do that? Wouldn't that just solve the issue the one time and for all? But no, every time it's like some next other sticky plaster where it's just a leak. Instead of it gushing out, it's just leaking. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad. Infrared cameras and security fences and rah. Now the whole country's got to be in jail because they don't want to sort out no safe routes of passage for asylum seekers, even though they signed up to some agreement to say these asylum seekers have freedom of movement. So it's like, bro, why are you giving the asylum seekers freedom of movement if you're going to make it as hard as possible for them to travel to these safe places, for them to apply to the safe places? Why? You just say that you don't want them to come and just make that ruling. Yeah. All sides, the asylum seekers, it's not fair on them. The people that have to go and sort out whatever they get to do, it's not fair on them. The only people that are benefiting, yeah, are the people that are making profit from this, like the asylum seeker hotel don, the guy that's going to become a billionaire from renting out I think it's in Clearwater or something, Clear Springs or something, renting out all these hotels to the government and whatever. So he's happy with the backlog. Let the backlog go on for longer, because obviously he's going to make bread out of it. All other sides is bad though, isn't it? Especially for the people that are most weakest in society. The Bumba Clout asylum seekers. Who would get on a fucking rubber dinghy to cross the British Channel? Who would risk their child's life to do that? Like, who? There has to be some sort of danger that you're in before you even consider doing anything like that.
Who owns the company called Clear Springs that runs the asylum hotels, is on track to become a billionaire. There are people who do benefit from the status quo, and that is why it continues.
That's a fact, man. People that benefit from the status quo are the reason why the status quos continue. The levels of wealth inequality continues till it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, because say like countries like England and America will say that, well, we want to sort out other people's countries so they got a equal economy while living or running extremely unfair economies where they let companies, multinational businesses, government ministers and whoever make sort of special deals for these people to be able to do loophole here, loophole there, loophole there, while talking about other flipping countries that are selling out their resources on side deals to make sort of bread. You man are doing the exact same thing. So none of you cunts actually care about what direction we're heading in. Just as long as your pockets rise up. You hear me? Amen. One bag of multinational companies in the UK, if I ever paid single-digit taxes or no taxes at all. How have you got like 3 coffee shops on one high street and man ain't paid no tax in the UK? But the guy with a small one coffee shop thingy bob now has to close down his coffee shop or whatever. How's that happened? Huh? You try to open up a little, you know Asia, try to open up a little something in it, yeah? And then see, open up a little shop on the corner or whatever. See if Sainsbury's or Tesco's opens up a little Tesco's Express down the road from your shop. Your shop's finished. More bread to Tesco's. Shareholders. Probably paying minimal tax in the UK. Registered in Ireland or something now because it's EU. Mad. But who's it? Who are we going to blame? Who are we going to blame for all that? Not the people that actually do this. But the people that have no say and are in the weakest positions, isn't it? Like it's again. In this next video here, it's going to explain it. I'm going to explain your feelings. And you know what it was, yeah? Listening to this video made me say, you know what, cuz? Yeah? At least the younger generation don't think the same as the older generation, innit? Yeah? There's more people in the younger generation that have a different mindset. Or we're looking at things from a wider spectrum than from these men that's got the blinkers on and they can only see one way. You know, like the horse blinkers. The horse can only see straight. Can't look to the side. You hear me? Can't look up, down, just straight in one direction. So take off the blinkers, cuz, so you can see, fam. Yeah, shout out Jimmy the Giant, yeah? Second review of his channel today. Alright, but we're gonna get into the last bit though, cuz, man. Yeah, hey, don't run, fam. Yeah, man, the far right's got 1 bag of bacons in there. Yeah? And imagine, I got a community guidelines strike on Bumbleclap TikTok for typing crazy 101 bacons. What? A community guidelines strikes for that? Hey, listen, I ain't even commenting on TikTok again. Like, my account is hanging on by a Bumbleclap snaggletooth. You hear me? It's hanging on by a Bumbleclap snaggletooth to... Yo, so... Yeah, man, Jimmy the Giant. Yeah? Let it play.
Perception. I remember hearing someone talking about, is it Southport that the stabbings happened in? They said, well, you take a place like Southport that's been invaded with migrants. And then I looked into it. Southport is 95% white, 1.2% Muslim. But there's this, what is reality, and then there's the perception these people have in their heads. around immigration. And it's smoke and mirrors. They've done this forever. As I said, the BUF in the 20s and 30s, in the Great Depression, they blamed the Jews. And originally they blamed the Germans, but the Jews became a better target for them. In the 70s and the 80s, where you have the oil crisis, the collapse of the Bretton Woods financial system, they blamed the blacks, the Pakistanis and the Irish. Now we've had the financial crash, COVID, cost of living crisis. Now they blame Muslims or just immigration in general. They do this because they understand that people feel something and no one's stepping in to give a legitimate voice to the legitimate reasons for these things, for the problems we're having in society, which is unfettered, unrestrained capitalism and not...
Unfettered, unrestrained capitalism, not unfettered, unrestrained immigration. Open borders and you're just letting loads of people run over. Yeah, that's actually not what's really happening, right? But again, if the people that are taking the most out of the UK was paying their fair share in taxes in the stuff that they earn or whatever, like the same way that we have to with our little bread that we get from the flipping legal system or whatever, then that would have less of a strain on the government's resources to fund the infrastructure that is actually needed to keep the country in the position that it is in it, like to have flipping enough houses for the citizens, to repair the roads so they're in decent condition, have schools that ain't crumbling. You get it? Why not? I don't see why, yeah. And it's just so brazy to me, yeah, that why working class people would cuck for the 1% to pay less tax or no tax when the majority of the earnings that you make are going to be withdrawn in taxes. Why wouldn't you want them to pay their... You think they don't drive on the roads? They might not use the same hospital as you, but they might do certain times. If it's a 999 emergency, cuz. Yeah? How you mean? So... yeah, it's crazy, cuz, man. And even I showed you, imagine this year, the guy with the most expensive house in the UK, yeah, pays less council tax than someone that owns their house in a working class area up north. How does that even work? And how comes no one's upset about it? Why am I upset about that and you man ain't? And you guys are supposed to be the patriots and I'm supposed to be some anti-British guy. How's that worked out? And this is the maddest thing about this time that we're living in right now. It's like some Uno reverse world where people that are actually racist, they're trying to call other people racist. Yeah. People that are anti are calling other people anti. Yeah. People that are against are calling other people out and trying to say that they're against. This is mad. It's crazy, cuz, man. But Jimmy, let it play.
Taxing the wealthy enough and using the profits of capitalism to make the lives of the working class people better. Do you think if each one of those writers were given £1 million tomorrow, do you think they'd be out writing or do you think they'd just be out enjoying their lives? Do you think they would care that much? I just think what is happening is atomization has happened through the results of the way our...
No, excuse that. If there was enough housing and there wasn't like no financial crisis, people could have enough, like, your wages was more than enough to keep you going through until you got paid again, so you was able to save, and them sort of stuff's there. Do you think that you would still have an issue with the numbers of, say, immigration or any of the other sort of local issues that you have? Do you think that you would honestly still have that issue? You had a decent house, a decent home, is able to feed and clothe yourself. The employment, what you carry out, paid you a sufficient amount of money to think, Bob. You had enough money to be able to, if you wanted to get married, you could start a family and them sort of stuff there. So things like that. If that was sorted, do you think that you would still have the same sort of issues? Or do you think that someone like a Nigel Farage or Tommy Robinson or someone like that could gaslight you to make you think that it's not the man them at the top that's taking off bare bread and not replenishing from the bread that they're taking out of the system, but it's these man that are scrimping and scraping right next door to you that live on the road with you. The same poor people that's next door to you, yeah, that's going through the same issues that you're going through. The man them live on your road still. Bro, we live on the same road, man. What are you talking about? That's why you see when the man they keep saying about immigrants, migrants, and so on and so on. Bro, my mum and dad are migrants to the UK. Our parents are migrants. Who's going to defend the rights of migrants like? The majority of migrants have come here to either improve their circumstances or spend a short time, like under 10 years, to carry out employment, to move on in it or move back. All through my apprenticeship, I met one bag of Australian, New Zealand, South African dons who were traveling Europe and then going to travel America next. Yeah, and every country they went to, they was doing work, building work in whatever country it was to pay for their holidays to carry on and move on to the next place. Yeah, man, so, but still, alright, go on. Blue, Jimmy.
Political system pushes us. It pushes us to be dog eat dog and every man for themselves, individualism. It doesn't push community. So these people, they're feeling it. They're feeling like society doesn't feel close and connected. We feel atomized. I'm busy working all day. I don't have enough time to, socialize, all these sort of feelings that we have, and they don't know why, because no one's being honest about the reasons, and that is wealth inequality as a byproduct of neoliberalism. And the solution is to tax the ultra wealthy. But the thing is, what they've done so cleverly, and this is what these sort of far right people always do, is...
Let me stop it there. Like, that's my number one thing that I feel like is the thing that could... sorry. Alright, that's my thing. Sorry. This part here, yeah. You see this piece here? It's always bad reception still, yeah. But that's my issue, right? What I think, like, the wealth inequality is one of the biggest issues in the world, isn't it? Like in the whole world. Because in the places where wealth inequality is even more drastic, places like south of the equator, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's even harder for these men to get their economies back on track and sorted. Like, do you know how long it's taken Jamaica to get their debt down from 200% of GDP to 40% of GDP? It's took decades. You get me? And imagine, yeah, there was a time where after World War II, it's mad, innit? You see that after World War II, yeah, it's like the world had a bit of a thing where there was like, look, we just need to rebuild now, innit? Forget about warring and all that scamming. So, it's like, especially in the UK and America, yeah, they tax the rich at a high amount to fund rebuilding, having societies and so better, so they can create a new middle class, get the working class to stand on their own 2 feet and make things like a little bit more even. Houses are getting built, industries are getting built. New businesses come when there's a new middle class that comes up because there's new services what these new people can afford to facilitate and partake in. I think, yeah, it's more. Imagine, yeah, think about this, yeah. Everyone that can actually go out and sort of earn an income, be paying some sort of tax or whatever. Wouldn't it be better for the majority of people that are able to do that sort of work, would be getting that work, but actually be getting paid enough so they can buy an extra drink at the end of the week or at the end of the month or whatever they're trying to do? That would be more beneficial to the economy, right? That means the income tax receipt would rise, the VAT receipt would rise, the national insurance receipt would rise, because right now it's 24% of every pound earned on government spending comes from income tax. That's the highest the highest percentage. Yeah, check on the community page for the bar chart. I mean, for the pie chart. Sure, you're on the pie chart still. Here's one I made earlier still. Alright. Let me run the rest of this video and then we get into the main event.
They demonize the actual solution. So me saying that, I know that any very right-wing person listening to what I just said, they would have turned this video off a long time ago because they would have assumed I'm a communist, which is insane. But that is the skillful rhetoric of these. Think close to the solution. Simply, in my opinion, taxing and paying for social services that mean that the bottom half of society don't live in squalor. Do you call that communism? Do you think you need a dictator to do?
Yeah, taxing the wealthiest in society to make sure that the poorest in society don't live in squalor. Now, what the actual heck is wrong with that? Oh, you can still have capitalism with a little piece of socialism, and that's it there. And you know what also that means here is that, because if like what's happening now with the asset grabs, yeah, is that there's loads of families or people of the UK, industries or entities that are able to just swallow up assets. Once the middle class has no assets, yeah, then we're finished there. It's done. It's a wrap. The fight's over. Then you're never going to be able to get the assets back. Then what reason would they that own all the assets to relinquish any of the assets that they've got if they just own everything? Like, you literally can't let that happen, innit? That's why the monopoly laws and all them sort of things came into place in the first place, right? You can't let a small group just control everything, because that means it's going to be bad for everyone else. But mad, innit? Think about that, yeah? Something like that would be beneficial for literally everyone. The majority, yeah? The minority of people will be hurt by that. And by hurt means that they just wouldn't earn as much dough. They wouldn't be financially, physically, or mentally, or they wouldn't be struggling in no way at all. It would just mean that they just pay a little bit more in tax. But the amount of people that it would take out of struggling, it's crazy. I can't see how everyone doesn't actually want that. And it's mad. The only people that's up in them surroundings that's talking about that is the patriotic millionaires and people of that ilk. But go on, let it play.
do that? Do you think that that means that you're not allowed to go and open a business because we'll kill you? No, it doesn't mean that. What I said is what I mean. But the way these people do it is by, lumping in communists into this immigration thing. Now it's like the woke and stuff, but people still use the term communism and stuff. And I just think that what the left needs is to go back to just old school lefty economics, like Keynesianism. Maybe it needs to be evolved, adapted, whatever, but it needs to go back to talking about income inequality and wealth redistribution. It needs to go back to that. You've got to think, one of the things I notice is if you go and look at all these people who are out rioting, just the demographic, it's white geezers who are quite, I guess, macho in a way. And the people that talk on the left, they kind of despise that type of person. And look, I'm sorry if you think these people are very bad at their core or whatever, but these are the people the left needs to win over. It needs these people. Those people right now who are rioting, they were the same people back in the 40s who would have pushed for the post-war consensus, the stuff that made the NHS. Back when left-wing economics was more understood and people understood the real enemy is the ultra-wealthy elites. When they understood that, they changed the world. So you can write these people off and their behavior and the actions they are doing are fucking abhorrent. But I really believe they've been manipulated and brainwashed into thinking that this immigration thing is the big issue when it's not. We need these people and we need to talk to them in a way that makes sense. Like, just for instance, if someone, like, this sounds really dumb, and if you presented the argument about the ultra wealthy elite, right? If I did it right now and I had bright blue hair and I said, hi, my pronouns are he, him, blah, 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 they've switched off. They don't care about it. If I weighed, half of what I weigh, I had no muscle. I know this sounds so dumb, but they're not going to listen and respect that type of person, because that person, it isn't because that person is inherently wrong or bad or something, but that person just has no...
Yeah, it's not like them. I hear that still. And that's true. Like, if these men want to get... If the left people want to get influence back in the working class crowd... Yeah, but let me finish, yeah? If the left want to get influence back in the working class crowd or whatever, yeah, they do need to get more people that are like them. Or like them, similar to the people that they're trying to reach out to, right? Because that's a number one reason why Tommy Robinson's message is getting through. Because he looks like he's one of the lads, innit? You know what I'm saying? He's one of the football lads. Wears the lad's uniform. You know what I'm saying? Speaks like them and them. So, yeah, man. He's telling the truth there still. One sec. One sec, Nick.
Can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me? Yo, Lick, can you hear me? Hey, Lick, sort out your mic and that, yeah, and then jump on it.
Connection with what they're used to, their culture, right? So we need people from different backgrounds. We need people from working class white communities who can put out this message in a way that's going to actually resonate with the people of those communities. Because right now, all you have are people like Tommy Robinson who are more like them, but giving the wrong message. And until the left accepts that, it is the argument the left makes that representation matters, and it does matter. I totally fucking agree. The black community need black leaders to be able to put out the message that they want to push out of equality for, minority groups. They need that because it does matter, because you trust that person more. Right, so there just needs to be this shift in the left where it can't be that everyone on the left is a super woke, young, 20-year-old, what looks like a feminist. I don't have any real beef against these people. I believe that they actually understand the deeper roots of the problems a lot better than a lot of people, especially in politics. But it's just on a surface level that doesn't cut through and doesn't speak to someone in a working class white community, like a really geezer, and you need him on your side. So we can condemn these people and we can condemn their actions, but at the end of the day, I really believe that it's the failure of the state, the failure of capitalism that has led this to happen. These people, you got.
Yeah, that's true, man. I'm gonna wrap that one there, yeah, because we got the last one to get through. You know.
Evening, Velly. Evening, Khan. How are we all doing?
Big up, Khan. What's got amiga?
I'm all
You
right.
can hear us now, yeah? Can you hear me now, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I don't know why. It goes funny and I keep jumping in and out. However, I do want to just broach one subject of what this gentleman is saying about the working classes and how Labour isn't actually, which just sort of agree, they don't really represent the working classes of old-fashioned socialism. But you got to remember, what were the old working class? What jobs
what are you
were
saying,
they?
though, Lick, yeah?
What
Lick.
jobs were they doing? They all got shut down.
No, but Lick, that's the issue. What he's saying there is instead of saying giving the reasons why, it's like we need to the left or the people that want to encourage the working class people to understand the arguments that they're saying, then maybe want to start recruiting more people that look like the people that they're speaking to.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, Velly, is that the modern working class isn't the working class of the 70s and 80s. Once polytechnics decided that they were universities, because this is what I've just tried to point out, when you're shutting down mass industry that got us up gas, offshore gas, you've got mining, you've got you've got loads of industries that were shut down. And therefore, it became, as we know, a service industry. And one of them was to put it into education. So what they did is polytechnics were usually where your working class person got qualified. They made them all then into universities and educated people in the late 80s and 90s who were a different working class. So you have to represent that working class in how it's changed.
Listen, yeah.
Yeah, so we're all agreeing, Lick.
Is there
next
still, that's what I'm saying now. Is there still, there's still a working class community in the UK, right?
Yes, but what you've got is a benefit class
community
that you didn't have before.
No. Not the benefit class, Like, but I'm saying, listen, is there still a working class and all people on benefits as well? Yeah, because obviously they matter. But I'm saying, like, is there a working class community in the UK still?
I think, yeah, most people that go to work are working class.
But I'm saying,
the minute you get up and have to get out your door, you're a worker, aren't you?
It's quick fire answers here for this one, yeah. And then, so he's talking about appealing to the people that are in that section, right? And Tommy Robinson's appeal to the working class seems like that. He's like one of the lads, innit? One of the guys. So there's obviously guys that are like normal lads from working class backgrounds that don't think the same way as Tommy Robinson or whatever thinks like the same way as Jimmy the Giant and others.
You're missing a huge point, Velly.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to make the point, but you have to listen to what the point is to understand whether it's a point or not. Is that so? He's saying that the left needs to appeal to more people like that, so they can have that sort of back in the left's tool cabinet and the tool belt or whatever. He's saying that there ain't no people like that represent the left's voice. You can hear me now, yeah? So he's saying there ain't people like that represent the left's voice on the main stage speaking for the left, right? You're getting a lot of blue-haired, anti-feminist, anti-LGBTQ sort of guys that don't appeal to the same, like the lads, the man,
Well,
the so and so's. That's what I
Look.
said.
Peter Mandelson changed the party through it. Before that, it was grassroots through the union. You rose up, you become a shop steward, and the next minute you're an MP. Mandelson then got political students. As I've said, due to industry shutting down, everyone was geared into doing a degree of some sort. Mickey Mouse degrees were just thrown at you. Right. So then Mandelson got what these guys from political parties who studied it to join the Labour, because they saw that the new Labour was divided in terms of working class people doing your retail jobs and working class people then maybe pushing papers around in the city, getting better pay. I agree. It should be back to grassroots through your union up into the Labour Party, but it isn't like that anymore.
That's not what he's saying, though. It's not.
He is saying that, and that's how they
That's
were.
not what he's saying. It's not.
What
he's
he
not
is saying that.
not.
How do
He's
you
not. I'm
appeal
sa-
to people?
He's saying. Let me ask you the question. What he's asking, yeah, because you keep saying that he's talking about going back to old industries or whatever. He's just asking how. All right, let me ask you, how should the left appeal to the average working class person that's no longer interested into what the left is saying, what Labour's talking about, or anyone that's like that? How would you start a campaign to appeal to the average working class person that would get them interested in what you're trying to say?
Put someone like Kemi in charge.
I can't explain it any better than I've just explained it to you. If you've
Conservatives
got,
have done it. They've done it.
look, if you've not got any working class people coming up to the Labour Party through grassroots union, then you're not going to have it, are you? You're not going to have a representation like Mike Lynch. There you go. What a good example.
Yeah, but
He,
what
to
would
me,
you
is
do to appeal
Can you not even hear
to
me?
the
Look,
average
can't even
working
hear me.
class person? We could hear you. We could hear you,
Okay.
Carl. We could hear you, Carl. But like I was trying to say, I'm really trying to get Lick to answer that question there on how she would appeal to the average working class person.
Yeah, but Philly, when we
if
say
he was in charge of appealing to
why there's a
the local
confusion
people
is
of Camden, say.
while we're talking about working class people, traditionally, what Liggy's saying, the old school working class people were the people that did the work, right? So there were a class of people, basically uneducated people, that did all the manual labor,
Bro,
right?
listen,
But
use
now
lot.
she's
Wait.
saying,
I'll
which
pause.
is what she's saying is right,
Use
that
lot.
the
Keep
people who've got
listen.
jobs,
Wait.
people who
Can't.
work,
The points that you
right?
two keep concentrating on is not the point that he's trying to
I
make.
understand
He's
that. I'm getting to
asking.
that.
He's
I was getting to that.
listen. Forget about all that, because no one asked any of that stuff like of who are the new working class or whatever. No one. That's not the question. What he's asking. He's asking, how do you appeal as the left wing to the working
but that's
class,
the
to the
reason
average
for
working
it, though,
class
Billy.
person?
well, that's the reason he's
why.
stuck in that all
No, but wait,
working class people sound
The
cockney
reason
and
why there's no one representing the current working class people is because the whole demographic of who's working class has changed. So obviously
Yeah,
there's
so
no
that's
one
so
there
that. How do you
to
appeal to
represent
them?
them.
How do you appeal to the working class people as a left wing politician? That's the point that he's trying to make.
Yeah, I get what he's trying to say.
Not
But there's
who
a
they've
bit-
changed into or whatever. Yeah, you can. Okay. This is even crazier. What you're saying, bro. Okay, you've identified that the working class people have changed and morphed into loads of different communities or whatever. Like that should be even better even easier for you to give sort of what you would say to aim to encourage these people to vote in what you're talking about then.
Yeah, but
You get it? So he's
I
saying,
get what you're
listen,
saying, but
you guys are saying that they've changed to loads of different people, right? And loads of different people are now included into the working class bracket, not just the average Cockney working class geezer, yeah? Or the average northern working class builder or whatever. Alvida the same pet guys or whatever, yeah? So, and he's asking, how do the left-wing candidates appeal to these people? What is it that they can do to start appealing to these people? Because the candidates that they keep pushing out that look like middle class people, or do you know what I'm saying? People that are aspiring to be middle class, so that don't really appeal to what they're saying or whatever. Like, it's not sort of working on that level, right?
Yeah, it's not
No,
working.
What is it
I don't
that they tend
agree.
to appeal to those guys?
I agree, it's not working.
Well, how is
I don't
Reform
agree with
and
him.
sort of conservative
that
Tommy
guy.
Robinson and them sort of people being able to recruit people that wouldn't class themselves as racist, fascist, prejudiced, or so and so, but because they might speak about one point that he agrees on or they agree on, now they've starting to sound favourable to the other points that they're making as well now, because as far as they're concerned, Labour ain't listening to the issues that they have.
Do you want me to answer?
I'm going to go on mute. Let you take it away, Khan. Go on.
All right, the fact is, like you said, you just said it yourself. You just said it yourself. Tommy Robinson's come up with one point that he managed to get everyone to back, right? Whereas when you're looking at left-wing Labour or traditional socialism now, there's so many different factions and groups. You got, like, they're breaking it up into lots of little groups. So one person can't represent all of that. Yeah, Jeremy Corbyn could reach a certain amount of people, but he couldn't reach a maximum amount of people. If you brought in BLM, for example, and brought in some BLM type politics, that would only reach a section of the community that would relate to ethnic minorities or whatever. So in the left side, traditionally, everyone's fighting for the rights that apply to everyone, right? Them things there that should unite us, that we all want equal pay or we want good working conditions and we want things like that. That's the thing on the left that unites us, right? But they override that by making life so difficult for you that you ain't got time to fight for no one else's rights. You're so worried about yourself and your aspirations, like the man said in the video, that people just got time to go work and come home. They ain't even got time to cook or think, or let alone to get off their asses and go and fight for someone else's rights. And they've deliberately engineered that. They've deliberately made society like that, where it's a dog-eat-dog society. They've engineered our standard of living, our cost of living is all being tweaked by them, because they know, like, why do you think your car insurance changes from year to year? Is it fucking accidental? Do you know what I mean? All of a sudden, car insurance has gone up for everyone across the board. How is that possible? How's all these bills going up? Because they know, innit? They know how much money they can milk out of everyone. Right, like he said, they're gonna rinse out all the assets from the middle class people. All the middle class people ain't gonna be able to buy houses. They're gonna have to sell the fucking houses that they've got on mortgage. The banks are gonna repossess everything, and everyone's gonna be on fucking benefit. And it's gonna be communism. He's right. It is gonna be communism. Simple as that. That's the way it's going, and it's nothing to do with what goes on in this country. It's to do with globalism. It's to do with global powers, global money, global wars. Everything's global. Like on everything, what happens on a local level is just a facade. It's just keeping the people happy. It's just all bullshit. Simple as that. There's nothing you can do. You ain't going to get one left leader that's going to represent the entire left and unite them behind policies where I care about black people care about gay people care about the environment, and everyone cares about everyone. That ain't never happening. Anyway, rant over. What do you think, Liggy?
Well, as I said, Khan, I mean, I think, you know, look at you and I, yeah? You've got a degree in what? Nutrition? I've got a degree in... Hold on, Veli. Can you not overtalk me, please?
You know, I was speaking earlier, but you can hear me, innit?
Hold on. I'm just making this point. I've got a degree. So as Khan, yeah, I went to university as a mature student and got a degree, yeah? Now, on the census, that puts me into middle class.
That's right.
Despite me being working class and never tried to change who I am. Yeah, so the jobs I go to are middle class jobs. I'm not going for jobs, no offence, I started in them jobs, retail, you know, catering I've worked in. I've worked everywhere.
Management.
I've been management. I've done it all. So what I'm saying to you is, Belly, I don't see myself as someone who maybe is working in retail, but I do see we've all got the same struggle. Therefore, we are all workers and should vote Labour. Yeah. And if you don't think the people that are up on there represent you, look at their backgrounds. They're all working class people.
The question is, yeah, how do they appeal to the average working class person, innit? Like the average working class person, the person that's come disenfranchised with the Labour Party or any of the left-wing politics or whatever. That's really what he said, innit? Like, so because, like, for instance, like with Tommy Robinson, yeah, he appeals to the football lad, sort of the people that are around that sort of whatever, innit, yeah. I don't know what it is about Nigel Farage that appeals to the average working class people that's got him
homeowners. It's all about homeowners
or whatever.
You hear it. You got the distinction of all them. A lot of all these homes they're all living in are ex-council homes in London that were bought by council tenants who then fucking lost half of them in the Black Friday crash. Then your middle classes. I mean, I remember Brixton when it wasn't gentrified. So what I'm saying is then you got people who bought it, lost it, or decided, you know what, I'm getting out of London. Everyone's come in, bought it up, pushed everything up. So really, Labour's got nothing to offer them, have they? Because they haven't had the grants to build. They haven't had the grants to do anything from central government because it's always been Tory-led.
Labour can offer any of the working class people anything.
I think they do offer them things. I think everyone on that in the Labour Party is most probably come from working class roots that has done good. You have to identify with them. Why should they have to identify with you?
Because they're trying to get your votes. Because they're trying to get your vote. They
never got your votes, did they, for the last 14 years?
Yes, that's the whole point of politics, Lig. The whole point of politics is that they're supposed to convince the voting public,
the electorate,
that they've got the electorate, that they've got their best interest in mind. And that's the point that I'm making, yeah, is that how are they going to appeal to people that haven't voted for them for the last 14 years?
We'll see. They've increased, haven't they, services budgets? Let's see. Open another shop. Always back to what I've said. Reduce all them times people are waiting. You don't know. Anyway, I'm going to bail out.
Did you hear what I was saying, really, when you couldn't speak? Or could you not hear either?
Yeah, and why it was annoying, yeah, is because all the points that you guys keep making, listen, the points that you guys keep making is not the point that he was making. He keeps making the simple thing that I keep trying to say is how does Labour or how does any of these people that are trying to get a vote or whatever, how do they appeal to the average disenfranchised voter, which happens to be in the times that the people that he's talking about, the people that was in the riots and so and so, like a lot of the working class crowd, right? So how do they appeal to the average working class person, which makes them not feel disenfranchised no more and feel like that these people are actually going to start doing things that are going to benefit their lives?
But if you look at it historically, yeah, Labour said to people, we're going to offer you the same opportunity as everyone else to have social mobility, to go to university, study, get trained, and you will be able to compete for the better jobs that you haven't been able to up until now. But the fact is, those jobs ain't there no more. There's no more moving up in terms of jobs. No matter how much training you do, you're not going to move up to being a fucking stockbroker. Do you know what I mean? You're not moving up to that level.
Bro,
so what they need to do...
Khan. Why are you speaking about moving up in someone's... That's not what the point that he's making about Ra. These people have to move up to the stockbroker.
Listen,
how does he appeal to that?
No, he's confused about what the working class is.
I'm saying up until now, that's what Labour's been offering people. right? But that offer
What,
ain't on
that
the
you can
table
move
no
up?
more. Yeah, that
That
after
okay,
World War
that you can
II,
move up and
after
sort of
World War
Alright,
II,
go on.
everyone came back from the war, and it was no more upstairs, downstairs, Downton Abbey lifestyle where you was a tramp for your whole life. They were like, okay, we'll educate
You
everyone,
can move up.
NHS for everyone, and you can move up. Do you get me? But that offer ain't there no more because there's nowhere to fucking move because there's no fucking jobs. So what they can do, if you was Labour now, you'd have to say to everyone, no matter what job you're doing,
There's jobs. People, man, ain't trying to take the jobs. And people ain't got skills for certain jobs that are actually out there.
but bro, what I'm saying is all the industries that they've closed down, like you can't say that the jobs are there because the jobs that are there now, like service industry jobs, ain't on the same level. You ain't gonna be able to buy a house and pay your mortgage working at Costa. Do you get me? So what Labour has to offer people is a standard of living. They say, all right, you might not have money in your pocket, but the country's going to be better. So you won't really even need money. You won't need to be thinking about getting a fucking Audi TT on fucking finance. You won't need to worry about that conservative mentality. What you need to worry about is your health, yeah, your education, all the services that they provide, but at a higher standard. They need to invest in NHS. They need to invest in schools. They need to give people a higher standard of living, right? Because that's the only thing that there is on the table. Education and better jobs. That's all last year. That's all old school. People just want to live healthy now. I want to be able to live and work and have a work-life balance. I don't want to be working like a dog because that promise of you're going to earn 80 grand a year ain't there no more. Ain't there no more, bruv. Like no one's dreaming of that no more. People are dreaming of fucking being able to go gym. Or being able to take a fucking day off work to take your fucking kids on a trip or something. Or do you get me? Like to have a work-life balance and not be a fucking slave. That's what they need to offer people.
Well, I think they are trying to bring in the 4-day week, aren't they?
Well, that's an idea, but they're saying you still got to produce the same amount of work.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You got to do longer hours in your shift. So where you do an 8-hour day, you may sure you have to do 4 days of 12. And what, do you all just shut down on a Friday? I don't get it. I don't understand.
No, it won't be. There will still be people.
No, but I worked in a company which was really good. We had flexi time. So you could really, do you know what I really hate about work is that you get given a lunch break that is unpaid in the middle of the day. And you could be miles
things like that make people
do you know what I mean?
Like
that
shit.
really
makes you
beefed
feel like
me.
shit. That's a fucking piss take.
So this flexi would allow me, I'd think no. So I'd take half-hour lunch and claim flexi. And therefore, you'd get a day off a month because you ain't having your full lunch break. But not every company rolls that out.
I just want to quickly say one thing.
Anyway, I'm going to drop out now. Take care, guys. Bye.
Hey, big up, What Labour can offer, What Labour can offer to the working class.
No hard feelings, Felly.
Big up yourself, Leaks. Yeah, what Labour can offer,
Take care,
to the
Con,
working
and you,
class.
Baz. Bye.
Hey, listen, yeah. What Labour can offer to the working class, or what they should be offering, is to close this wealth inequality gap right now because, like, assets are slipping away, the extremely rich are able to accumulate assets like Pac-Man and pay minimal taxes to continue swallowing all the money up and everything. You hear me? Because like need to be able to offer a better, like you're saying, a better standard of living for people and closing this wealth inequality gap. No more taxing any of the working class level people, even the upper middle and the flipping people that are just about into that 1%. Are like taxing the extremely wealthy a little bit more, and these international businesses a bit more, because they're just using the facilities here, taking money out and not spending no money back into the industry, paying minimal taxes, taking the maximum out.
Please. Let me jump in there, please, fellas.
It's capitalism.
So the reason that I joined, by the way, please don't take this as an insult, Khan, because I'm being very genuine. This is probably the first time I think I've listened, and for the last couple of minutes, everything you've said, I think it was bang on, spot on. So that's a compliment. And to what you've just said, Veli, I don't think it would be beneficial to be closing the distance between the upper class and the lower class for this reason.
What?
No, listen, I'll give you my reason. Because, so for example, like you need people who've got the finance to be able to be the store owners. Otherwise, where's someone like me going to get their food from? You know?
Are you stupid? You saying that you need to earn less money so you can fucking buy food out of someone's shop? What kind of reasoning is that? How does that even make sense? You need less money so you can buy food out of a rich person's shop.
No, you know what?
Brother, listen, you're trolling, man. Stop trolling, man.
No, maybe that was a silly example.
You are. Baz is. I swear down. Baz does this trolling shit every time, cuz. Like, how's man jumping on to tell us, yo? That is trolling, bro. Like, come on, man. Listen, you told. Yeah, alright. So listen, bro. Baz, come on, bro. How is it not trolling? You literally said, yeah, you need to be poor so a rich person can have a shop that you can buy food from.
Yeah, but
how are you buying food if you're poor?
That was just an example.
Okay, but how are you buying food if you're poor?
Okay.
Fine,
So
just
you have
answer
rich
that.
people, okay, so you have rich people who open dentists, for example. Yeah, and us on all scales, poor and rich, we all need the fucking dentist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a better example for you?
But the dentist does private jobs and he does NHS jobs.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, and he gets paid for both.
The dentist, yeah, but the dentist ain't doing NHS jobs at the kindness of his heart, is he?
No, you're getting paid for both.
Right. So he gets paid from the government for doing your teeth for you.
Yes. And that's my whole point, though.
All right, Baz, listen to this, yeah. Listen to this, yeah. Wait, hold on, Baz, listen, yeah.
Go on.
What would you think would be a better life that you was living, yeah? If you was employed, yeah, and at the end of the month, end of the week, yeah, you was able to buy enough food, pay your bills, and have a little bit extra that you might be able to either save or squander on some luxuries, or having just about enough at the end of the month where you have to buy everything from the own brand aisle and all them sort of stuff there. Like, what sort of life do you think would be more beneficial for yourself?
Okay, well, I've been in both of those positions because at one point I was making good money on the railway, and now I'm unemployed. I'll even say it, probably unemployable. And obviously, when I was getting good money coming in every week was better.
Right, so obviously not being poorer, so you could have to buy food from a certain shop isn't beneficial to you, right? So you shouldn't really be championing that. You should be championing the wealth inequality gap. So people in your pay bracket at least have a chance of being able to earn assets in the future. Like, well, you don't want to earn no assets. You don't want to be able to own your own home.
What I'm getting at,
like that.
What I'm trying to get at, right? Without that gap, like, how's a poor person going to have a supermarket to go and buy food from if that rich person didn't build that supermarket in the first place?
Brother, man, listen, the point that you keep making, yeah, is not a point that I'm making. Yeah, I'm not saying that people can't buy and sell goods. I'm saying that the poorest in society shouldn't be living in fucking squalor where it's just unattainable for a poor person, a man just living homeless on the street, cuz. Like,
I agree.
You get me?
100%,
all that sort of shit.
Especially when
there's enough dough in the UK for literally everyone to be housed.
I agree.
It might not be like in some big mansion, luxury housing or whatever, but for people to be housed or whatever, and for there to be transport services working properly, so people can start innovating. And
I agree with that.
Whatever
when you
sort
look
of
at the
businesses they're doing.
You look at the amount of these billionaires who've taken their money offshore and getting away with fucking millions worth of tax, and then people, you know, if you didn't pay your tax, really, they come down on you fucking hard. You know, so I totally agree with you from that point of view.
Well, that's the point that we're making, right?
I know,
yeah. Closing the wealth inequality gap means that there will be less people with that sort of stuff there. Like, so these super duper trillionaires are just able to just take everything and leave nothing in it, like, while not sustaining or replenishing anything. And people keep saying, what you think these billionaires or millionaires ain't gonna run away or whatever. If their earnings are tied to the UK or whatever, why the fuck are they running away? Like, they've already earned £10 billion in the UK. With it running away to where?
Don't you think it is a really tough balance though? How can anyone really realistically balance it? For example, let's say you hit 100 million on the lottery tomorrow. You're gonna go out and buy a fucking Maserati or a Ferrari or whatever.
Hey, I got to mute up for a sec, yeah.
Float your boat, and you know where do you think that money's going? That's gonna be going offshore, isn't it? You agree with that, Khan?
Within reason, I'm saying that this thing about we're moving towards communism, it ain't such a bad thing. Like people making it like communism some sort of slavery, but it's not. It's just taking your focus away from you being as rich as you possibly can be. Yeah, like you're prepared to starve. You're prepared to wear shit clothes.
That is not communism at all. What he was talking about, man. He just said, hey, Khan, listen, what he said, yeah, is that if you think that this is communism, then you're crazy, because all he said is that the poorest in society shouldn't be living in squalor.
I get
you know what I mean?
When you're looking
not
at
that people shouldn't be able to own business.
Obviously,
no one should be able to save extra money or whatever. Just that the poorest in society shouldn't be living in squalor. Like, why?
Yeah,
everyone should agree with that.
Yeah. But how they're going to get around it is they're just basically going to stick everyone on family tax credit. Everyone's going to be on fucking benefit. And if you want to go and fucking work as a teacher or you want to go and work as a fucking mechanic, that's up to you, innit? Like that extra money that you earn, is going to be off your own incentive. But no one ain't buying no houses. No one ain't going to have no mortgages. No one ain't starting no businesses because there ain't no growth in no economy.
Right. So the answer, well, obviously this wouldn't be the whole answer, but a major part of it would be to stop these fucking mega billionaires taking all their money offshore. That was the whole point I was making. You shouldn't be able to make 100 million.
I don't understand by what you're saying by stop them. If they could stop them, they would stop them. They can't do nothing to them, bro. They run the fucking laws.
They can, but they decide not to. And what it is that instead of the man them actually doing the things that is going to solve it once and for all, they keep just sticking little plasters over it, so it's just dripping instead.
Correct.
Do you know what I'm saying?
What I'm trying to say is if you make £100 billion in whatever country, you name a country, Wales, Spain, England, whatever, your taxes on that 100 million should be paid in that country that you made it in.
Yeah,
that's not a difficult concept to understand, Khan, is it?
But the whole point is they're controlling the standard of living, right? They need to keep people hungry for work. They can't say, all right, well, if Costa Coffee made X amount of money, they've got to spend that in England, and then the standard of living gets so high in that country that no one wants to fucking work.
Yeah,
that's not good for their mental health. It's not good for the economy. It's not good for anything. Like they need to keep people working, innit?
But there is countries that Costa Coffee are operating in that they have to pay tax on, innit? So it depends on the country's tax laws. If there's ways that they can go around the loopholes like they've left open in the UK, in places like America and so and so, that these men can just skip skip mad fucking tax bills and just like not pay none or whatever. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? They will do, but that's what they should. They should close the loopholes then, right?
Yeah, you got places like I could be getting this wrong, but isn't Dubai tax free, for example?
Yeah, what you earn, you keep.
So,
but
obviously, if you're a mega rich company, where would you want your company to be?
Dubai is an extremely unequal economy. So the poorest in Dubai are fucking dead poor. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
they ain't got shit. China too, and Russia.
So, is that really the example of a place or whatever that you want?
It's not the model.
That's not the model you want to go by.
Yeah,
I'm just agreeing that if you was a big mega business owner, that's probably what you'd be looking to do, wouldn't it? Isn't it? You know what I mean? You'd want to pay less tax. Who wouldn't?
Like, listen, yeah, there's a wealth tax in Spain. There's disaster shit happened in Spain. The people who are in Valencia are throwing mud at the King of Spain.
I've
on the
seen that.
roadside saying, "Yo, you man ain't fixing our shit," and blah blah
And his
blah
wife
blah
was
blah.
bawling, innit? His wife was crying her eyes out.
So,
That's sad.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they got terrorized, bro.
Mad,
And it's
man.
like they
Alright,
weren't even
so-
expecting it. They weren't even expecting it. It was just random. People just
I
started
think in
doubting
this
them
country, I think in this country,
on the roadside and that.
I think
Yeah,
there's a
listen,
reasonable
listen.
balance.
I ain't got all
terms
night
of-
still, man.
I think there's a reasonable balance in terms of, I mean, we get free NHS, you know.
Who's fucking just been sentenced to 9 years for his part in the fucking riots recently? You know, the erectile dysfunction league run, man. We want our country back. Right. But what gets me is the amount of gammons going, 9 years is a big function league run, man. We want our country.
Let me pause it there, yeah, because someone did say to me one time, yeah, that they never heard no European dons calling other European dons gammons, innit? Like, but okay, we've debunked that myth there, yeah, because this guy had said that on this channel more than once, innit? Yeah, he's a madman still, but God,
Country back. Right. But what gets me is the amount of gammons going, 9 years is a bit extreme. Extreme. Mate, he tried to fucking burn down a hotel with over 200 people in it. That's mass fucking murder, bruv. Another one that gets me is people saying about his sentencing, oh, we've lost our freedom of speech. R spelled A-R-E, because, you know, gammons can't spell. And you know what? If he tried to, like, have a little chat, even if he was saying the most offensive, horrible shit, I don't think he should have gone jail for that. You know, freedom of speech is sacred, but he didn't just say some words, did he? No, he tried to light a building on fire with innocent people in it. Do you see what 9 years really is like fucking bare minimum? If it was up to me, he would have got life, mate. Because this ain't about fucking politics or trying to protect kids or even immigration. This guy's a fucking psychopath. Doing a psychopathic thing, right? And he just had an excuse to do it. That's literally all this is, mate. He's not a fucking patriot fucking hero for the UK. He's a psychopath and an attempted mass murderer. That's it, mate. If people of different colour and backgrounds bother you to the point where you've tried to kill over 200 people, bruv, you're not a patriot. You're a mass murderer, mate. And honestly and truthfully, yeah, I can't wait till he actually goes jail and he sees all the brothers. There's a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds in jail. There's Indian dudes in jail, there's Muslim brothers in jail, there's black brothers in jail, there's other white brothers in jail that ain't racist. And when they get their hands on this geezer, pissed. See what I'm saying? Everything we're finding out about these types of people is either coming out that they're all either nonsense or they're just psychopaths with no regard for human life whatsoever. So this is the guy who's fucking just been sent.
Yeah, alright, so we got main event coming up here. I'm kind of busy now still, man, so I'm going to run this video, yeah, that I'm out still, man. So, you know, 100 far-right bacons presented to you via Dr. Louise Raw, via my G, Andreas from TikTok. Yeah, I'm going to get an interview with Andreas soon still, man, so I need to set that up.
Are you going to
Might
end,
do a
are you gonna end the
pre-recorded
stream
thing.
after your video, Vel?
Yeah. Come back.
All right, man, I'll jump anyway. Take it easy.
Alright, big up, bro. Big up. Yeah, man. Them long shows and all that, that's done now still. One sec. Before we start, yeah. Them long shows and all that's done now, innit? You know what I'm saying, yeah? Thank yourselves for that, innit? Yeah. When it was like, yo, man, then want to make the channel so everyone could just jump on and da. Man want to do whatever they can to crash it. You get me? Yeah? The man then want to do whatever they can to crash it, innit? Yeah? So, boom. We're doing different shit now, innit? Yeah? Long 11-hour panels are done at it. You get it? Yeah? So, yeah. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. Clap. But boom, the pain ain't stopping though, innit? Yeah, so these short shows are just going to be straight agony and then done, innit? Yeah, kill them all and done. Yeah, alright. Let it play.
People, welcome to the Voice of Sound Reason with me, Andreas, and we are going to be showing you a list of names of convicted British rapists, paedophiles and groomers all have links and associations with certain specific groups in this country who also happen to have links with a certain migrant convict who calls himself a patriot. Oh, I wonder who I could be talking about. Let's go. So here we are on the platform X, formerly Twitter. This is the account of Dr. Louise Raw. She's a lecturer at a top university here in the United Kingdom. She is a stand-up to racism activist. She stands on the right side of history, the good things that you should be arguing for and against. And she's firmly against these kinds of people who we're about to list and mention. Now, I want to throw out there, I will be doing a video very shortly on the incessant amount of abuse that this woman has suffered because she is outing these people. Because guess what? These kinds of people don't want to be outed, let alone be linked with the groups that they're being linked with and have the people in those groups find out who they are either. It sounds a bit convoluted the way I've said it, but trust me, it makes sense. Now, we're going to see some names here, guys. Oh, yes, we are. And some of these names are linked with our very good convict migrant friend SYL. Yes, yes, yes. So, any of these groups look familiar to you guys? Bradley Alford, EDL. You can read what he's been done for. Christopher Allen, Scottish Defence League. Wonder where I wonder where their inspiration of the name come from. Luke Atkinson, EDL and UKIP. Luca Benekasa, Führerkrieg Division. Wonder what that is. Some of you need to actually realise some of the German affiliations that SYL has. Robert Bennett, BNP. Alan Boulter, Britain First. James Boyd. No political associations. He's a neo-Nazi. Nice. And obviously, as you can see, I'm not reading out their crimes because it will get taken down from TikTok. But what you can see here is what you can tell. John Broomfield, EDL. Dean Chambers, BNP, Britain First, EDL. Look at that. Billy Charlson, EDL, associate of TR. Shared illegal images of... Wow. I can't even believe that the scumbag's actually done something as sinister as that. Vince Charlson. Jesus wept, it runs in the family. Michael Coates, EDL. Bruce Caldwell, EDL. Peter Coverdale. NF and KKK. Nice. Michael Cohen, NF. Tens of thousands of... Jesus wept. Right, it's going to be a long one. Michael Coyle, BNP. Kyle Davis, member of System Resistance Network, jailed for planning and possession of... Nice. Ian Davidson, far-right terror. Jack Deeney, reform candidate. Oh. Oh dear, Jack Deeney. Gareth Dewhurst, EDL, helping Robert Ewing dispose of... Jesus. Edgar Didzilas, 2024 Southport rioter. Previous convictions for SA, battery and intentional strength. Don't forget as well, what was a recent video that Yaxley Lennon put out there? Oh yeah, that all the people who were protesting during those riots are innocent patriots and heroes. That includes someone like him. 2024 Southport rioter. Nice. Stephen Donovan. Alan Thomas Ellis. 18-month community order for sending indecent images to a... Jesus. Indecent text, even correction. Peter Entwistle, local UKIP chairman. 200,000 images. Nice. Robert Ewing, as we just mentioned. EDL member, shock. Ryan Fleming, member of National Action, jailed for SA of a 14-year-old. Nice. Simon Foster, NA, PDF and a T. Barry Fradley, NF. Darren Francis, jailed for multiple SO and degrading for... Jesus. Christopher Gamblin, Britain First. Some of these political groups are still active today. You do realise this, right? Warren Gilchrist, Britain First. 2024 rioter who chanted "Save Our Kids," which the judge called a rank hypocrisy given his 35 convictions for child SA against under 13s. These are the kind of people that Yaxley Lennon's calling heroes. Some of these people are his friends. Martin Gillard, member of the... Hold on, I'll just move there. Martin Gillard, member of the National Front, White Nationalist Party and Britain's People's Party. Peter Gillett, EDL. Shock. Jordan Goodwin, Hagan. Photographed with TR. Publicised and attended Robinson's Telford Save the Children demos. Indefinite hospital order 2011 for serious SOs. Jasper Goch. Britain First. Daniel Grant, EDL. History of SO. Indefinite sentence for other violent crimes. Nice. Ben Hanam. Serving police officer found guilty of membership of the NA. Daniel Harris. Nigel Hesmondlach, BNP. Dale Hewitt, EDL. Richard Heindel, BNP. Conrad Howarth. Daniel Hughes, EDL. Look at all these names. Luke Hunter, Voigtreich Division. Not the first time we've heard that one. Charged in 2024 with T offences and making child... Jesus. Kane Hutchinson, aka Mason Maxwell, EDL. Shock. Ryan Jackson, Kevin Jenkins, EDL. Ryan Johnson, EDL. Elliot Jones, member of the EDL's PDF file squad, convicted of trying to blackmail her into SA. Murphy Jones, North Wales Alliance Combined Ex-Forces, jailed for... Jesus. Sean Jones, Liverpool's Scouse Nationalist. Jeez, 12. This is not easy reading, guys. Gerard Kenrick, far-right supporter, Islamophobe, 2 young... Michael Kinner, detained in... Yep. Wayne Kirby, EDL. Tommy Robinson supporting convicted, climbing through a window and... Jesus. Aaron Knight, UKIP aide. Daniel Lynchberry, EDL. Andrew Leake, deceased. Racist Tommy Robinson fan who viewed child images before attacking immigration centre. Thomas Leach, far-right T. Gavin Leach, BNP political candidate. Jailed for possessing and distributing child... Oh dear. Right. And the rest, I believe, right here. Scott Mason. Terry Morgan, EDL. Mason Maxwell, seen Kane Hutchinson. Lee McMillan, well-known EDL member, jailed for 17 years for... Oh yeah, Lee McMillan, you know, the man who Yaxley Lennon has been associated with for well over a decade. That man. Michael McQueenie, EDL. Shock. Learning difficulties as well. Bloody hell. Do these monsters just have no... How do these monsters exist in society? Thomas Medler, 2024 Bristol rioter, previous convictions for SA of 2 girls under 16. John Merritt, Reform UK supporter, jailed for 8 years for historic 2 young boys. Gareth Metcalf, 2024 Southport rioter, said, and Tommy Robinson supporter, previous convictions for SA. Joe Metcalf, T offences, serial... Jesus. Jada Milne, patriotic alternative. SA on 4 girls aged 11 to 19. Jesus. Peter Moore, neo-Nazi. Brett Moses, EDL. Gareth Norman, BNP. Organiser. He's a BNP organiser. Paul O'Brien, Blood and Honour and NF. Callum Parslow, white supremacist who tried to unalive asylum seeker whilst on bail for targeting the... and... Jesus. Stephen Payne, SDL supporter, groomed. Richard Price, founding member of EDL with close friend Tommy Robinson, who claimed the police had stitched Pricey up after obscene images of child was found on his computer, even after Price was placed on the SO register for downloading the indecent images. The EDL called him a hero. It's funny that, isn't it? Tommy Robinson's just literally called a bunch of people in the Rises heroes as well. It's funny that. Jack Renshaw, well-known former BNP member, jailed for grooming and received 20 years as well for another offence. Jack Robinson, 20, of Portsmouth, convicted in 2024 of T offences. Andrew Rogers, DFLA, member who pleaded guilty to that with a... Jesus. Michael Rolls, Britain First. We've seen a lot of these Britain First and EDL people together, aren't we? And there's quite a few names that have been linked with Tommy Robinson. Imagine that. Jesus. Roderick Rowley, BNP candidate. Jason Rutter, UKIP candidate. Mark Riley, Britain First. Jesus. Ryan Schofield. Axel Scott. James Shand, Patriotic Alternative. Simon Shepherd, BNP, who's a Holocaust denier. My God. Ian Saree, BNP organiser. Mark Archie Slayman, EDL member. James Andrew Swindlehurst, South Yorkshire Casuals. Jacek Trevusky, a far-right T, also jailed for download a court. Jesus. Arthur Misty Thackeray, former chairman of UKIP in Scotland. Carl Toffs, EDL supporter from Luton. Shock. Unnamed 17-year-old found guilty of 5... Jesus. Harry Vaughan, National Action. Trevor Vincent, Britain First. Andrew Wells, BNP. Paul Whiteside, EDL organiser. Guess who he's friends with? Mark Wolf, Neo N, who plotted T attacks. Matthew Woodward, EDL member. Shock. Another one. Guess who he's friends with? And Mason Yates, Far Right T, and Extreme. Oh. Bloody hell. So, I mean, there's a lot of names here. There's a lot of names. And a lot of these crimes are horrendous, horrific, and disgusting. But it's funny how not one of these names has ever been condemned by the convict migrant who claims to be a patriot. Why hasn't any of these names ever been condemned? You have to ask yourselves that question. And just like my previous video where I asked the question, what happens if it turns out that Tommy Robinson is a paedophile, based on the evidence then, because it's just a question, and that question seemed to upset a lot of people. Just like now, why hasn't Tommy Robinson condemned any of these people that he has links with, associated with, and pictures with? Why hasn't he? Why would he defend and exclude these people from condemnation? You have to ask yourself that question. It's a pertinent one. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to the Voice of Sound.